Welcome back to my channel, a channel where you can find all stuffs related to high school level science, given in different syllabus of India. So children, today our topic is chemical changes. Before this I have given you two lessons. I have already uploaded two lessons where you can find first one is the different kind of changes and second one is physical change. So children, before you go through this lesson, you must go and view those two videos which link I have given in the description. So before starting the class, I want to request you all to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get updates and new information about the new posts in my channel. So let us start our lesson today. Today we are going to learn chemical change. First of all, what is a chemical change? Chemical change is a change in which new substances are formed and which cannot be reversed by reversing the conditions. So that is known as a chemical change. Let us discuss some of the examples of chemical changes. So the first example of chemical change, which is a very common example of chemical change, is burning. You might have seen burning of different substances. Hydrogen, coal, wood, pepper, kerosene, diesel, petrol, LPG, CNG, all these you can find. These are some substances which are known as the combustible substances. Combustible substances means which can catch fire and they burn in presence of oxygen to give different product. So burning is an example of chemical change, because in all the burning you can find new substances are formed and also these changes are irreversible. First of all, let us see the burning of hydrogen. When hydrogen burns in presence of oxygen, it produces water. So a new substance is formed. Along with that, we can see from water we cannot get back hydrogen by cooling it, by reversing the condition. So it is irreversible, as it is a permanent change which is irreversible and new substance, water, is formed. So burning of hydrogen is a chemical change. Next burning we will see coal. Coal contains mainly carbon. So when coal burns in presence of oxygen in air, then it forms carbon dioxide. So here also you can see a new substance, carbon dioxide, is produced. On cooling this carbon dioxide, we cannot get back coal once again. So it is an irreversible change, as well a new substance is formed. So this is an example of chemical change. The next burning example I am going to give is the burning of wood or pepper. When wood and pepper burns with oxygen, it forms new substances, and these new substances are carbon dioxide and water vapor. On being cooled, carbon dioxide and water vapor will not give back wood or pepper. So it is an irreversible change, as well two new substances formed. Hence it is also a chemical change. The next burning example is the burning of kerosene, petrol, diesel, LPG, CNG. These substances are hydrocarbons. They are made up of carbon and hydrogen. So burning of hydrocarbon, when we see here also, they gives two new substances, carbon dioxide and water, and it is also an irreversible change. Thus burning of hydrocarbon are examples of chemical changes. Ethanol. It is a compound containing carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So children, when ethanol is burnt in air, it gives water vapor and carbon dioxide. So this is also an example of chemical change, as it gives new substances like water vapor and carbon dioxide, and it is irreversible in nature. Along with burning, there are many other examples of chemical changes in our day-to-day life. One such example is rusting. You might have seen iron rust when it is exposed to moist air. It forms a reddish-brown solid known as the rust. The rust form cannot be changed back into iron, so it is irreversible. And rust is a new substance, completely new substance, having different properties than iron. So we can say rusting is an example of chemical changes. Similarly, you can see cooking of food. Cooking of food is also an example of chemical change. Vegetable, when cooked, they give a new substance, that is curry, having different properties. So new substances are formed, and from curry we cannot get the raw vegetable. So that is also example of chemical change. Curdling of milk, another example of chemical change, because curd is different from milk, and from curd we cannot get back milk once again. So curdling of milk, another example of chemical changes. Charring of sugar. Sugar belongs to a class of compound called carbohydrates, which is made up of mainly carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. When sugar is heated, then it turns into a black spongy mass known as the sugar charcoal. So charring of sugar charcoal is a chemical change, as it is reversible and it is permanent, reversible, and new substances are formed, that is carbon is formed along with water vapor. So charring of sugar, another example of chemical change. Some of the processes in our body also can be termed as chemical changes. In plants and animals' body, you can find different kinds of chemical changes are going on. So let us discuss some of these changes. The first one I want to tell you is digestion of food. Food is digested in our body. So what happens? Some of the food are changed into simple sugar so that our body can absorb, and some of them are expelled or given out by our body, which is known as the excretion. The process is known as excretion. So this change cannot be reversed, and new substances are formed, and that is why we can say digestion is a chemical change. This type of changes are also known as the biochemical changes, that is biological and chemical changes. Then fermentation. Have you ever heard about fermentation? Fermentation is a process employed for preparing alcohol from fruits containing sugar. In the presence of enzymes, a sugar solution changes into alcohol. And here also you can see sugar is converted into alcohol by the action of enzyme, but this process cannot be reversed. From alcohol we cannot get back sugar. So here it is an irreversible change and new substance alcohol is formed. So fermentation is also an example of chemical change. Another example, best example, is photosynthesis. I hope all of you know about photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the preparation of food by the green plants. So what they do, they absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, water from the soil, and convert it into glucose during photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is an example of chemical change. Respiration is another example of chemical change. All the living beings, they respire, they take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide, but it is also a chemical change. In this process, food is burned to form carbon dioxide, water and energy. So respiration is a chemical change. So children, now we got a long list of chemical changes in our day-to-day life, what we see, and there is still many changes. If you observe around you, then you can find there are many changes which we can term as a chemical change. In chemical change, two things you have to see in identifying a chemical change. First one or more new substances must be formed in the change, and second one is it is irreversible. In chemical change, another property we can see along with these two property, another property we can see, that is, in most of the chemical changes, it appears that the original substance, the mass of the original substance changes. Like burning of paper, you can see at last we get some ash, so the mass of ash is less than that of paper. So in this way you can see some change in mass of the original substance. But remember one thing, during any chemical change there is no loss of mass or gain of mass. If you consider all the mass of all the reactants and all the product, then you can see that there is no change in chemical, there is no change in mass during a chemical change. And this shows that chemical changes obeys the law of conservation of mass. Now finally, to conclude this class, once again we will see what is the difference between a physical change and chemical changes. I will show you some of the points which differentiate the physical change from the chemical change. So here we can see a physical change is always temporary change, but a chemical change is a permanent change. Physical change can be reversed, on the other hand chemical change cannot be reversed. In a physical change, no new substance is formed. In a chemical change, already we discussed, one or more new substances are formed. And finally, in physical change, the mass of the original substance remains the same, but chemical change, mass of the original substance alters or changes. So thank you children, thanks for watching. I believe that this video is helpful for you. So if you find it helpful, then press the like button and share it. Also, you can comment in the comment section, give your feedback so that I can improvise my channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.